Hello, Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity, and today we're going to talk about your aorta, and really just any blood vessels. I've said time and time again that if you treat your blood vessels right, you're going a long way towards living a long, healthy life, because we don't have heart attacks and we don't have strokes before something goes wrong with the blood vessels first. And so that means that any lifestyle change that we can do that's good for the blood vessels is going to be good for you and contribute to longevity, and anything that's bad for the blood vessels is going to nix your life and health span. So this was a pretty interesting study. They looked at the Mediterranean diet, and they looked at what's called aortic stiffness. So looking at how, our aorta is the main blood vessel throughout our body. We want it to be as healthy as possible, but it's a way of looking at the health of blood vessels overall. And so better aortic stiffness or lower aortic stiffness equals better health and longevity. It's a really good marker. So they looked at 3 different diets. They looked at generally a healthy type diet. So what you would generally think of as a healthy type diet, it's broad description, but specifically the other diet was a lower calorie Mediterranean diet and a lower so there are 2 low calorie Mediterranean diets. Both of them had 28 grams of walnuts included with it, which is about 7 to 9 walnuts depending upon the size. So it's not like a big deal to add those in. So you had one of the low calorie Mediterranean diet with the walnuts and the other one with walnuts and also with a green drink. It's duckweed. Essentially, it's a a sea-based lentil, but it's one of those potential superpowers that does a lot of good protective things for it. So they had a shake that the Mediterranean diet, the low calorie with that, they called it a green drink, had this shake. Not entirely sure how well it tasted, but what they found is that with the standard Mediterranean diet, with the walnuts, the aortic stiffness dropped 7.3%. The green, with the addition of the green drink, lowered it even more, 15% improvement. That's a pretty strong marker for suggesting you're going to have lower rates of heart attack or stroke. Just from a simple dietary change with some walnuts and with a green drink. But that just goes to the idea that having a higher plant-based diet with lots of phytonutrients, like plant-based compounds, is going to be good for you. So sorry, the carnivore crowd out there, the research is just not on your side, despite what you think. So you can call these toxic, but if they're toxic and they lead to better improvements in aorta, your argument just falls flat on its face. So, as always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.